Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at the topic of quality information now. There's a lot of information out there on the internet. Some of it is high quality, some of it is poor quality. When can you trust it? So I gave you a resource here. If you go into your learning path, and click on the first learning path at the top, Web Search Reference. There's a link there to the University of Idaho determining the quality and credibility of websites. So there's a lot of information there. I want to draw your attention to this item in the menu, how to tell if a source is credible. So there's a lot of interesting reading in there, a lot of different tools and techniques that you can use to determine if you can trust a website, how to identify fake news, and there's also a few videos in there. So go through some of that. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's some fun reading, but on the final exam, I'm going to expect you to use the CRAAP test to determine the quality of the information. So let's go ahead and click on that. And please don't try to pronounce it out loud. It is a bad word in English, but so I'll just call it the CRAAP test. So let's go through this. The C is for currency. How recent is the information? Now, if we're talking about computer technology or science in general, it could be the best information in the world from 10 years ago, but if it's not current, if it's not recent, that is, then you may want to consider other sources of information. The R is for relevance. Now, when we come across information on the internet, sometimes the article, its core topic is exactly what we're looking for, and sometimes the core topic of that article or website is about something else, but they just mentioned a few facts here or there that might be relevant to what we're interested in. What we really want is the first case. We want the website or the article, its core topic, to be about the same subject that we are researching. The A is for authority. Now, everybody has an opinion, and that's perfectly fine, but we really value the opinions of experts. So if it's a health topic, if it's something related to medicine, for example, does the author have a medical degree? Are they an expert in health sciences? And even if they are an expert, how much credibility do they have within their community? Is this particular expert or doctor highly regarded within the medical community, or they're not highly regarded? So that is going to impact the authority of the website. And accuracy, this is a big problem today with fake news. A lot of people just don't check the facts. They don't ensure the information is accurate. And finally, purpose. Why is this article being published? What is the intent? And that could shed some light on the quality of the information and if you can trust it. So let's do as an example this article I found on the global pandemic on COVID-19. And let's go through this test and see, is this a quality source of information concerning important insights about COVID? So we'll start with currency. Is this something current? Is this information current? Well, there should be a date here, and I see the date April 13, 2020, which was just a few days ago. The world found out about COVID back in late December, I think, early January. So information that was being published back in January or even February, I'm not sure I would trust it. We certainly know a lot more today than we did just a few months ago. So in terms of currency, yes, the article is current. Is it relevant? Is it about COVID-19, or did it just mention it on the side? And I think here again, when we read the article, we can see that it's not a peripheral topic, that its core subject matter is COVID-19. So it's relevant to the research we're doing. Authority. Is this author an expert on the topic, or are they just giving an opinion? And I see the author here, former contributor. So this is a person who is not a doctor, not a health specialist, but they are writing an article here. So I'm not too sure this article is authoritative, so I wouldn't give it a check mark beside authority. So already we're starting to see problems here. It is current, it is relevant, but it might lack authority. Let's keep going on. The next letter is accuracy, and right away I can tell you there's a problem. Forbes magazine has been known for many years to publish inaccurate information. I don't think they're necessarily doing it on purpose, but they're not fact-checking. They're not going back and seeing it. Are the numbers correct? Was it really 50,000? Maybe it was 40,000. Are they verifying the information that is being published here? So I happen to know about Forbes' track record. And if you don't know, just do a search. Can you trust Forbes magazine? Do a Google search and see what other people have to say about Forbes. Is it a source of accurate information? Okay, let's keep going down our checklist. And then finally, purpose. What is the intention of Forbes magazine? Why are they publishing this? Are they publishing this information because they're trying to disseminate information to the public? Well, I can tell you right now, Forbes is mainly in the click business. Okay, so what they need to do is they need to put headlines that attract people's attention, maybe perhaps make them a little bit emotional, and they end up clicking on it. And the reason why that's so important is that's how they make money. They can charge more money from their sponsors if more people click on the article. And unfortunately, we call that clickbait. So again, this particular article, we are doubtful now about their intentions and the purpose. Now, if it was coming from a medical journal, well, they have a completely different purpose. They're trying to get accurate and trustworthy information out there, but Forbes magazine, unfortunately, this goes under the term, some people call it clickbait. So that's the kind of analysis you'll be expected to do on the final exam. And you don't have to memorize the CRAAP. You will have access to this template when you're analyzing websites on the final exam.